This is the time for me to interview Agnes Serfozo as a cultural artist of Hungary. Now we have been connected with Agnes Serfozo. Hello, good afternoon, Agnes Serfozo.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, how are you today, Agnes?
All is good, thank you for your question.
Okay, well, actually, first of all, I would like to say thank you very much because now you are able to manage your time and we are able to interview today, Agnes.
Thank you for being here.
Okay, well, actually, how can I call your name, Agnes or Miss Agnes, or can you tell me, please?
Generally, my friends call me Agi or Agi.
Oh, okay, Agi. Oh, great. Okay, Agi. Well, actually, so now today we have an interview related to VOI talk. It is about fascinating Indonesia, a foreigner's view. In this case, we have to interview you, Agi. Actually, so what is your activity today, Agi?
Today?
Yes.
This is my first official activity, okay, today. And later in the evening, I will teach online class. Yes.
Great, well, fascinating. So actually, what is the most interesting thing for you about Indonesian cultures, Agi?
Okay, when I was still living in Hungary, I studied cultural anthropology at university. I read the writings of Clifford Geertz and I was like piqued. My interest was fascinated. I knew that Indonesia is an extremely diverse culturally, yes, and it was very promising for me as anthropology student. Now, I live here since 2004, already 21 years already, okay? So I see there are three main factors which are the most fascinating about Indonesia. The first one, still cultural diversity. The second one, beautiful landscape. And the third one, Indonesians are really, really friendly. So open-hearted and friendly people.
Wow, excellent. So those make you interested in learning Indonesian culture, Agi?
Yes. It begins with anthropology. So like I knew that Indonesia is very ethnically diverse, okay? And it was like, like a gold mine for an anthropology student. Yes, like if you want to make field work or studying cultural components, this is a very, very great place to do it.
Well, anthropology is also related to culture.
Culture, yes, definitely.
So that means that you learned for many years about that. It seems that you can also speak Indonesian language, maybe, or Indonesian traditional language, maybe, Agi?
Now, actually, I'm fluent in Indonesia and also in Javanese language.
Wow!
But when I was arrived, 2004, I have not yet speak any Indonesian or Javanese language. So it was like, the challenge of the first 1 year to Indonesia was much more easier. But Javanese language, it was like a little bit, I need tutors, of course.
So, since when did you learn Javanese language, Agi?
In 2004, I got a scholarship called Dharma Siswa, and I was studying pedalangan, wayang, at ISI Surakarta.
Okay.
2004, it was still STSI, Sekolah Tinggi Seni Indonesia, but now it's called ISI, Institute Seni Indonesia. So when I began study pedalangan, I immediately realized that without Javanese language, I can't do it because the language of wayang is like Javanese, New Javanese, Old Javanese, Kawi. So I have to speak. So after the first semester, I began to learn Javanese language in a structured way. I mean, like ngoko I learned with the friends, and madyo kromo I learned from my teachers at the university.
Wow. Really, this is wonderful, Mbak Agi, for me. So you can speak Javanese language.
Yes, actually, I
Wow.
can sekedip.
Okay, so you are also as a teacher, Mbak Agi. You also teach anthropology. Is that correct, right?
No,
Not that.
no, it's a little bit misunderstood. I'm not teaching anthropology. I'm teaching astrology.
Oh, sorry, astrology.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, actually, during your learning about Indonesian cultures, actually, so what are the difference, yeah, between Indonesian culture and also culture in your country, Mbak Agi?
Okay, I'm from Hungary, and Hungary is a very, very small country with only population of 10 millions. So it's very, very small. And based on its geographical location, our culture is much more unified. We don't not have a lot of ethnicities. We don't have tribes, no sukus. Basically, Hungary is also Catholic, so it's a little bit different with Indonesia, where the major religion is Islam,
Okay.
and the culture is based or rooted in animism and Hindu Buddhist traditions. In Hungary, our culture is based on Jewish, Christian, and classical culture. So I think there are a lot of differences. We have not enough time to speak about all the cultural differences. So I'm more enthusiast about finding the similarities,
Okay.
the similarity between the two nations or the two countries, that both of them, Indonesia and Hungary too, we just like spicy food,
Oh,
especially
great.
chili flavored food.
So you really like spicy food?
Like sedang-sedang,
Oh.
okay?
Okay, good. Mbak Agi, actually, until now, maybe do you have any favorite traditional food that until now you maybe often taste it?
Yes, of course, because I'm living in the countryside, around 30 kilometers far away from Surakarta, so it's difficult to find Western meals in my neighborhood. So I'm on daily base, I'm consuming Japanese food. Generally, my favorite is pecel Madiun because I like vegetable, and the second reason is that I really, really like when there are several kinds of food on the plate. So pecel Madiun is my favorite because there is pecel, okay, and there is tempe kering, serondeng, rempeyek, okay,
Yes.
and I also like nasi campur. Balinese nasi campur.
I see. For me, it is really difficult, yeah, to explain about pecel Madiun. But when we try to taste it firstly, wow, for me it's still delicious.
Yes, it's very delicious and like colorful, yeah,
Yes.
with a lot of kind of or several kinds of food on the plate the same time.
Okay, so Mbak Agi, maybe I believe that you often taste Indonesian traditional food. I mean, so maybe have you ever tried maybe to cook maybe one of Indonesian traditional food maybe?
Yes, at home actually I more often cook Indonesian than Hungarian food. So it's like already common thing for you. I live here already 21 years. I already have
Wow.
children, so I have to cook.
Yes. Okay. Well, actually,
But you know, like pecel is not the kind of food which I like to make at home because lot of kind of meals together. So I like just make botok or lode or something like that, tumisan.
okay. Well, until now, does Javanese language or does Javanese culture influential your life maybe, Mbak Agi?
Actually, there are a lot of things in Javanese culture which is very, very different in my original culture, because in Hungary we are straightforward. And in Java, especially in traditional Javanese culture, there is a thing which I can't assimilate myself, namely avoiding conflict. You know, like in Europe, we just like facing the conflict, not seeking for conflict, but facing the conflict. Okay. And in the Javanese culture, especially in the countryside, people are just avoiding conflict. So they just use a kind of subtle communication with subtle clues like roso pangro. So you have to understand it, you have to feel it, but they are not speaking out loudly, or not giving the straight message for you. So it's a little bit difficult, and I feel it's very interesting because it shows that Javanese culture is more about your emotional quotients than about your IQ. So you have to be full of empathy.
Yes.
Okay, and you have to feel what the people are trying to express without saying it exactly.
Oh, okay.
Beneath it, I think social harmony and strong emphasis on family and community ties. This is the most important value of Javanese culture, how I see. Okay.
Okay. So it seems that this is really interesting for me to talk more about this, Mbak Agi. But before this, let us listen to one of this song, Mbak Agi.
Samudra terbentang khatulistiwa, di situ ku ada bersamamu saudara. Beragam warna kita, suku tak selalu sama. Kau aku Indonesia yang disatukan karena cinta. Karena kita Indonesia, jangan pernah terpecah belah. Walau samudra terbentang khatulistiwa, di situ ku ada bersamamu saudara. Warna kita selalu sama. Kau aku Indonesia yang disatukan karena cinta.
Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world. Now let's continue our interview again with Mbak Agi. Hello, Mbak Agi.
Hi.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Okay. Well, actually, lots of experiences that you share us today, Mbak Agi. Actually, including maybe about maybe your ability, maybe on how to sing a song, or maybe to dance, like maybe like scene dance. Maybe you also learned about this, Mbak Agi.
Yes, since 2009, I'm working as Pasindan Panggung.
Wow.
Mostly on wayang kulit performances, but also
Puppet show, you mean?
singing along with karawitan for different occasions like dance, also for klenengas for pahargyan, marriage ceremonies. So this is a part of my life since 2009. Traditional art, namely karawitan Jowo.
So, may we hear Bagi about, maybe can you try to maybe just speak maybe one sentence of Javanese language maybe?
What shall I say?
Just say maybe, here is the voice of Indonesia.
It's half English actually.
Okay. Just maybe when you say like
Puniki, Suwanten, Indonesia.
Cool. Great. So, Bagi, do you also teach Indonesian students be learning about, like, of course, about like astrology, like you said before? Is it?
Yes, I'm teaching astrology, and a part of astrology is I'm teaching about system Variga. System Variga is like your astrological knowledge and tradition which exists in Nusantara since Hinduism, since Buddhism. So it's a little bit a part of it with Wuku, with Pranoto Mongso, but actually it's not my specialization. I'm just a little bit try to give them a more holistic approach that 1,000 years ago, Indonesia or Nusantara was not like a marginal place, but it was like a very, very important place globally. And a lot of kind of knowledge was highly developed here.
Okay, so really, that means that you also give such goodness, for many people by sharing about information and even about I can say like capabilities, like knowledge that also share with Indonesian people.
Hopefully, because the Javanese wisdom about knowledge is ilmu iku kalakone kanti laku. So it means that the real knowledge is something which you can practice. And I see like you share knowledge to people, and which what you share, it becomes their knowledge and their practice. This is the real the knowledge which became perfect.
Okay. So, Bagi, maybe have you ever tried maybe to invite maybe one or two people of Hungary, maybe your relatives, maybe in your country, to also learn Indonesian language or Indonesian cultures, like you maybe?
Especially Indonesian language, not. But my mother, my brother, my sister-in-law, a lot of my friends regularly come to Indonesia, and we try to explore more than just like a holiday in Indonesia. Like Indonesia is much more interesting, much more deep-going, much more variable than like staying in a resort in Bali and just enjoy swimming pool and your cocktail. So, and they always really, really enjoy the time. Actually, I think food, that you can find a lot of kind of food on the street, and it's clear. I mean, it's healthy, not like in India. Okay. And they can try a lot of kind of variation of local meals. And this always is a very, very good thing to make ties with this country.
Okay, so what is your opinion about the role of culinary in Indonesian culture, Bagi?
Actually, I see that food and culinary is the most important reflection of cultural diversity which we can find in Indonesia, a wide Indonesia. And food is not just like something which we eat to maintain our body, but food also have very important role in ceremonies and social activities. Actually, this is very similar to Hungary.
Oh.
Because different with other or Western European countries, in Hungary we always offer food for guests, include chance visitors. Like we haven't made appointment, but someone is coming to my home. We always offer food, like in Jawa. Or in Indonesia, kamu sudah makan belum? Nah, it's like this. So actually, in a certain period of my life, I visited Banyuwangi very often, and I saw there slametan and ritual meals are very, very important to preserve the traditions of the community. And there you can see that local people just maintain what they find around them ecologically into something which is very, very meaningful and sustainable also.
Yes. So it seems that you meet some Indonesian people maybe every day, perhaps. That means that the more you know the people and the more you know the Indonesian tourism, destination maybe, that means that you have full of Indonesian cultures, Mbak Agi. So actually, how often have you visited Indonesian tourism destination, Mbak Agi?
Actually, working as a pesindan panggung, it means that you have traveled a lot.
Wow.
Okay, because most of my performances are not in Surakarta, but in different provinces, in different towns. Sometimes I have to travel to Kalimantan, to Sumatra. So actually, I'm more traveling when I'm working, and because it's not a kind of office work.
Okay.
It means that I have a lot of opportunities to explore around, to see beautiful places, to try local food, to try local experiences. So for me, traveling is more like usually I travel more than when I'm working.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the more you visited one or many Indonesian regions, that means that, or province, that means that, and the place, you also know about the cultures and also know about the tourism destination, Mbak Agi. That's correct.
Yes, because generally we are hosted.
Yes.
And our hosts always offer us local food, local pride.
Yes. Well, if it is possible, maybe can you maybe show us maybe 1 minute maybe or a few seconds about Sinden?
Okay, maybe I have to explain. Sinden is especially a part of the karawitan, gamelan. So pesindan means that your function is like another instrument, like rebab or gender. So it is not like sindenan without gamelan. But if you mean in the term that singing bovo or mocopat, yes, I can do. But I have to sing at first what I want to sing.
Okay.
Maybe Asmarondono Semarangan.
Yes,
okay?
It's okay.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, and our listeners also ready to see and even listen to Mbak Agi.
Juturu sari tibu nganglang jaga nyangking bokor kenca nane
Wow, give applause. Really excellent, extraordinary, Bagi. Really, like.
Thank you
Wow,
for
really.
your appreciation.
Perfectly, you can make it very well. Wow. Good. Well, how can I say? This is really extraordinary for me to see you directly, this Bagi from this.
You make me shy.
Very good. Well, so yes, the last question, Bagi, maybe the last. Actually, so what is your hope, Bagi, for you, especially in learning Indonesian culture, maybe again and again, and also maybe you have also such hope for many foreigners. Maybe like they can also learn Indonesian language or Indonesian cultures, Bagi.
Okay, because I'm particularly working in the traditional art scene, I see that traditionally art is very important and the organic part of the culture, but there are huge social changing occurring globally also in Indonesia, and I have a little bit feeling and experience in the last 10 years that this kind of change is influencing how we maintain culture. And I feel like traditional culture in all of the regions of Indonesia became more marginal. So I hope that government especially has a special interest how to help preserve culture. Because when we ask all the people, government, non-government people will say, yes, traditional culture is very important to preserve, to being preserved. But how? What's the way? How you want to realize this? And we can say that a lot of expats, a lot of foreigners are really, really enthusiastic about Indonesian traditional art. So I think this is still a very, very acquiescing and very, very interesting part of Indonesian culture, which we have to preserve together.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much, Mbak Agi, for your time and attention to have joined.
You're welcome, absolutely welcome. Thank you for the possibility being here.
Okay, have a nice day, Mbak Agi. Bye-bye.
Have a nice day too. Bye-bye.
Okay, well, listener, that was our special review. It is related to our VOI talk with the theme Fascinating Indonesia, a Foreigner's View, with Mbak Agnes Serfozo, a cultural artist of Hungary.
Safety isn't just a guideline, it's a promise we uphold to one another. As you traverse our vibrant communities and delve into unique adventures, rest assured that norms and authorities work hard to foster a safe haven for every traveller. So let's journey with peace of mind, respecting the guidelines that keep